This video demonstrates how to create point, line, and polygon tables inside Trimble Business Center version 360. Under the CAD ribbon and under the Tables group, notice a new group of commands that we are going to use in this exercise. First, let's launch a point table command, and let's give our table a name, so call it the new point table. The name is completely arbitrary based on your project needs. You can assign it to a layer, use a different style, and you can specify location. So this is the location of my new table, and notice that the next window that automatically pops up is ability to select the points that are going to go into that table. So simply select all the points that you want to be included in the table and click add, and notice that all the points that we have selected have been included in the table. The super cool thing about the tables is that they are dynamic, so any changes you make to your survey data or to your drawing is automatically applied to a table. Like in this example, if we take points 500 and 501, as we added those points to the table and we just move those points to a different location, notice how the values are updating in the points information in the table. Also, if you delete some data from your data set, also if you delete any data, like let's say you select this part of your drawing and you delete, notice that the table updates and those points are removed from the table. We'll just undo that. So go back to our CAD ribbon. Where you define how your table is going to look like is done in this label table manager. So when we went and created this point label table, there was a style that was used. So to apply a style or create your own style you want to use, you can simply hit new here, or you can launch the label table style manager. In the label table style manager, similarly to labeling style manager and dimension style manager, you can create your own style, call it new style, and can copy some of the properties from the standard style. Here at the bottom you get a preview and you can see how that table is going to look like. So let's say you want to add some additional fields, you want to add a feature code to be displayed in that table, simply select feature code and add to the table. With the arrows you can change where in the order in the columns is that going to be displayed. Also you have some ability to change the column text, units, prefix, suffix. You can also play with the border styles. You can select the boundary and you can change the color of your boundary. Say you want to use a blue line, you can assign it to a different layer. You can choose a different style and scale. So a lot of things you can play around with this. Also for the text, you can change the text of the title or the header or the data itself that's being displayed, justification. Choose the sorting order. Similarly to points, this is where you would define your styles for lines. So for the curve tables, you can display what you want to have in your curve tables, or in the straight line segments, what do you want to see in the straight line segments. And the same logic applies to the polygon table. And notice that for lines and polygons and points, you have different fields that you can set here. So let's now create a line table. So call it my line table. And again, you can choose whether you're applying a curve table or a straight line table. So in this case, we're gonna create a curve table, which is very useful if you have things like cul-de-sacs, or if you have a curb or gutter that curves and you want to display the radius and chord elements. So once you have the table, and using our style from the style manager, we have these elements. We can now select segments. We can select individual segments, or we can multi-select lines. So I'm going to select all of these lines here, and I'm going to say add. And notice it gives to all of the curve segments, it gives them the prefix which you define here is what is the tag format. So you want to use the C and number, and then the starting number is 1. So it indexes all of the curve elements with C1 to whatever number of elements you have selected, and you can see those segments displayed here in the plan view. Again, you can play with the text style here, the spacing between the lines and the display, so you get a better appearance. The same logic is with the polygons as well. So you can create a table for polygons. In the edit command, you can select an existing table. So you can always select a table and click and edit, and you can select elements and you can decide to add, remove. So you can always add, remove, and modify elements of the existing table. That completes our demonstration of how to create point, line, and polygon tables inside Trimble Business Center version 360.